Hello amigos, RadiShineAmigo here and welcome back to play Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex. This time we're going to be heading to the third level, Smokey and the Bandicoot.
I have a taste for some deep-fried Bandicoot.
Sounds yummy. So anyway, this is a racing level, and I would not recommend getting Box Gem and the Crystal at the same time. I mean, I'm gonna try, but I wouldn't recommend it, because it's hard, really. Just, I don't get how they expect you to do, like, to be honest, they don't expect you, but, it's just hard, and the controls just, oh, what the fuck? You can't even go, like, drive backwards. So, reverse would be a better word. But, yeah, this just controls so slippery, and it's fun if you're just racing, but if you get into boxes, it's just so boring, and I hate this level when you're getting into boxes. Also, its name, Smokey and the Bandicoot, apparently it's a, reference to the 1977 film Smokey and the Bandit, which I've never heard of, but it just says on here. It's also apparently the only level in the game where Crash actually races his foes in the Jeep. It's also one of the very few levels where you actually get to see the other characters that you should be fighting as bosses, but you don't for some reason. And it's also the first level in the Crash series where you actually have to win to get the relic when you're playing the relic mode. This level, I love this level. This level is called Eskimo Roll, and I absolutely love this level. This level is pretty ice. But without saying puns and making this level good, how about this level is just awesome, and I really like this level. Yeah. There shouldn't be much raging here because, you know, I love this level, so I guess you could say you could just chill. But yeah, it actually says on here, you can actually get into a glitch. If you go through these blue transparent tubes, so it should be near the end of the level, apparently you can land on top of Entropy and your Crash will continually bounce on top of him. I've never done that, but it says you can do it here, so that sounds pretty funny. And also, it says here this is actually this is one of the only levels to feature Dingo Dial. So yeah, you don't really see Dingo Dial much in this game. It's kind of sad. It's one of the very few levels that you see Dingo Dial in. So I find that kind of annoying. I don't get why they had to plaster Crunch all over this game. Crunch, in my opinion, I don't even like Crunch. I like Crunch in Crash of the Titans more than I do in this game. And most Crash fans who've played the older games tend to not like the newer Crash games. I don't mind them, but yeah, I prefer Crunch in the new games than this one, because I don't really like Crunch. He tries to come out threatening, but he's like, oh, screw this platforming section, let's go in it. But he tries to come out threatening, and it doesn't work at all. His voice actor is nah. It's like it's the okay voice actor, you know. There's nothing like bad about it. It's just, I mean, there is something bad about it, but it's not like something really bad about it. You know, it's a voice that would work if he wasn't trying to come off aggressive. It's like he's like oh, what's one of the lines he said? And he goes, "I'll tear you apart limb from limb." You should say it more like, "I'll tear you apart, limb from limb." Something a little more like that, because he doesn't really come across as aggressive, and I kind of like him too, because I kind of see him as a Bandicoot version of Tiny Tiger. And not a new Tiny Tiger, the old Tiny Tiger. Those of you who don't know the new Tiny Tiger, we'll get into that when we play Crash of the Titans, because it's hilarious. There's nitros there. But yeah, I kind of think of Crunch as Tiny Tiger. That might be why I'm a little bit negative towards him, so if you like Crunch, then, you know, go ahead and like him, you know, that's fine. I just personally don't like him that much. He's, I like him in Nitro Kart because he's the good character and he's a lot more friendly. And obviously he doesn't want to come off as aggressive. Sometimes he does, and it works in that game. But in this game it doesn't really work. It might also be the animation as well. His, fuck's sake. His facial animations, none of the facial animations in this game are that good, so, you know, that might be why as well. So it's not just the voice, it's also his facial animation as well. Either way, it's not a big part of the game, it's just something that bothers me a little bit. Next we've got Fahrenheit Frenzy.
Hope you brought your sunscreen, 'cause you're gonna burn!
Shit, I forgot my sunscreen. Well, we're at Fahrenheit Frenzy, and this level is... I like the second half of the level. This part, what we're in right now, I don't even know what this is called. I like to call it a rufflecopter. That might not be the name for it. It doesn't even say the name of it on here. So I don't know what it's called. It's kind of like a jetpack, really, with a little propeller on the top, so... You know, I hate that. That's what I don't like. The music's pretty good. I like the music. But, I don't like it that... You have to be so precise when hitting the boxes. And... to be... Actually, let's look at this in a positive way. It's better than a jetpack in Crash 2. There we go. It's better than the jetpack in Crash 2. Okay, I don't feel that bad about this level anymore. Now that I just thought of that. I still don't really like this part of the level, but it's not as bad as a jetpack in Crash 2. So it's good that they actually took that flaw and made it better. If it was me, I wouldn't have added it at all. Or I would have made that section, but I wouldn't have put boxes there, because the boxes are what make it awkward. Maybe I'd have like a checkpoint box every now and then, but I probably wouldn't put the boxes there. And this bit is good though. This bit's good here. I like these factory segments, and I just dropped my mouse. Yeah, I do quite like these factory segments. I think they're pretty cool. And the music's pretty good as well. Yeah, there isn't too much to say about these levels, because it says on here, okay, this is the most that it says about this level on here. This is the second and last level of the game that has 147 credits. I mean, there is other stuff, and it says stuff like that actually happens in the level, but it's stuff that you shouldn't, like, I don't really want to point out because you're gonna see it anyway. Oh, this power-up's pretty cool. I like this power-up. It's kind of like invincibility, but you're invisible, and that's why you're invincible, because the lasers can't hit you. And I think it's a really cool power-up. I really like it. And it's original, you know? Unlike a lot of the stuff in this game. So I like that power-up. I think it's quite good. And I do like the little the look of the box. Like, the box is invisible and it has two little eyes on it. I think that's pretty cool. I really like the design of the box. Here's where our sneaky little action of the L2 button comes into play. And you hear this rocking music. This music's awesome. And yeah. Now we've been to the... What the hell happened there? I think what happened is Crash got his foot caught underneath the steel crate as it jumped, and it got in between his foot got in between that and the nitro crate. But still, that's kind of awkward. 86 lives. It's great. Oh, okay, Crash doesn't think that's great. He just goes, and flops his arms around it, but Crash isn't proud of me. Maybe it's because I'm ripping on his game. I don't know. Either way, I do like it when Crash slide jumps. He does that little guitar animation. I think that's really cool. And here's this little X-ray segment. This X-ray... Fuck. Okay. Well, I don't know how far we are. I think I was planning on editing this, actually. But I forgot. Oh, well, we're not too far, actually. So, yeah, the X-ray segment is pretty cool. That's actually the point that I pointed out on the band video thing. But, yeah, I do like the X-ray segment, and I think the design of Crash's skeleton and everything, the way they just did it, just so cool. You want to do that, because the freaking thing will mess you up. I think it's quite hard to tell what are nitros and what are not, though. I mean, I guess it's not too hard, but sometimes I'll just like forget every now and then, and I'll accidentally spin one. So yeah, it's not too big of a deal, but it's just a small thing that at least catches me off guard. I do like it how they have these little security robots going back and forward, and later on you actually see them like going on the computer, then they walk to the other side, go on the computer again. It's quite cool, and I like some of the ideas that they had in this game. You know, I think that's pretty a neat feature. There we go. There's our gem. You know, back to the warp room. Now, I'm sure someone says something in the next cutscene, but apparently it's not there.
Ah, the triumphant hero Crash, reduced to a pile of smoldering ash.
Let's finish this.
Okay, I should have fixed that, but yeah, basically in my movie maker, something weird happened. I'll try and fix that. But yeah, this is the next boss. The music is awesome. Boss itself, this bit here is kind of cheap. It's fair, but sometimes it's a little cheap because later on he'll throw one, it'll split into two. But basically all you want to do is you want to run away. When he's chasing you, you run away. He'll throw boulders, and so sometimes they'll split into two, and you know you gotta just try and dodge them all. Gotta dodge them all. And when you're chasing him, you don't want to hold down the square button. I did that when I first played this game and realised that didn't work. What you're gonna do is, because when you're holding the square button, it makes you go slower, so you want to get to a certain distance to him, then you start pressing the square button. Now, in this phase, the second phase, he'll drop rocks, which to me, it kind of looked like he was running away and he was so scared that he shot out a rock. And it comes a little more apparent in the other one, because they actually roll as well down the steep. But yeah, later on they kind of roll towards you as well. But yeah, there's the one where it splits into two. And, well, yeah, this gets kind of tricky. It's mainly the ones when you're going towards him that are really cheap, especially in the third phase, because the third phase is just really cheap because you don't know if they're coming to, like, you don't know when they're coming out or not. It doesn't feel like, it feels a lot more random. It obviously isn't random, but it feels random and it's just annoying. Like, right there I couldn't even see that and I just died. Yeah. But with the power of editing, we are back here. And this time we're going to Crash. We're gonna Crunch. And yeah, it's gonna be all fun. I really like the music. And the music rocks. Yeah. But we got the next power up, the Super Spin Attack. Apparently Crash forgot this move from Crash 3. But either way, we're gonna keep pressing that square button and we got the Super Spin. That's awesome. There's another cutscene coming up.
Cortex! Why is that mindless Marsupio still collecting those crystals? He's defeated Rocco and Wawa! I'm beginning to question the value of your super weapon! I don't need another mask's help. I could take this Crash punk out with my metal arm tied behind my back.
Oh, Crunch. Stop being silly. Uka, he will use the elemental masks. No need for you to lose any beauty sleep.
So yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching and bye.